If there is one thing that modern women will never understand, it's the lengths a man will go to protect his peace once he has found it. And in today's day and age, that usually means avoiding a lot of modern women at all costs. We've got a good one for you here today from Circle of Kings titled Men Are Choosing Solitary Lives Instead of Dating Women in 2025. Let's jump into it.
Also, ladies, you have gotten increasingly promiscuous. You've gotten increasingly boss babish, right? You're prioritizing things guys don't care about. You're like, oh, I don't need a man all day long. What do you think guys are going to do eventually when you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I can do it. Okay, honey, do it yourself and I'll be over here just chilling. You don't need a man? Let's see how you do, right? That's where it's at right now. So when you keep telling guys you're useless, I don't appreciate you, you're not good enough, I don't need a man, eventually they say, you know what, screw you.
The sad part is how these women were throwing these insults, mocking us and emasculating us nonstop for literally decades, and then they act shocked when we shrugged our shoulders and walked away. We gave them exactly what they wanted, and they absolutely hate us for it.
It is very hard to communicate facts without your interpretation of them or how people feel. I'm saying men will walk away, and men will walk away for two reasons. Number one reason, the quality of wives is too low. The women are too overweight. Not all. The women are too overweight. The women are too slutty. And the women, there's just not enough quality wives. You know, Aaron Clary broke down the numbers that Michael Knowles, he was kind of disputing them in our debate. But Aaron Clary did a whole video you can look up on his channel. It's from the Book of Numbers, going through how they got the 5% of women are marriageable stat.
And don't forget, even if you find one of those women who are in the 5% of marriage material, there is still no guarantee that she'll stay married to you if you live someplace where modern women have a financial incentive to file for divorce.
His wife taps the can with a knife. When the can doesn't open, she takes it out on her husband. But she has way too much pride. And she's actually kind of terrifying.
No man should ever have to subject himself to the relentless taunts and insults from an ungrateful wife. But what makes it even worse is how social media encourages women to act like this as if it's somehow a key to keeping a marriage healthy and productive.
I choose to be single because I haven't found the right man yet. I choose to be single. I told you I have options.
But they're not real options.
Not to me, at least. They're options. None of your business.
Yeah, but they're not real options.
No, not to me.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's why I'm
That's
single.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, the guys that you want don't want you.
My date showed up with her best friend. They ordered the most expensive food and drinks. I said I had to use the bathroom. I hope daddy's credit card works.
If a date ever tries to pull a stunt like that, then the best thing you can do is just get up, say you're not paying for anything, and leave. Anything more than that can be used against you in the court of public opinion, and the women of that particular jury are merciless.
People are mad at me for leaving a date who brought her best friend to dinner. Essentially, I had a date plan with one of the girls, and when I arrived, she said her friend was joining us. And when we sat down, they started ordering drinks and appetizers and complimented me the whole time. At this point, I knew this was a scam, and I left. And people are saying that I didn't have a right to leave because those women probably earn triple my wage, and I can't face the embarrassment of not being able to afford cheap drinks. And that poor dudes shouldn't date, just stay at home. I don't know, what do you guys think?
More often than not, modern women love to shame dudes for not having money, as if the fact that these women make more money than him has anything to do with their desire to use him for a free meal.
If you're making $50,000 as a man, you should not date. Agree? Disagree? If so, why?
I mean, everyone deserves companionship, but you have to date a girl in your price range.
What do you mean?
You can't expect to talk to a girl that's used to going to 5-star, Michelin star places once a week and go shopping once a week, and all you can provide is Chick-fil-A.
What's your expectation?
My personal expectation?
Yeah.
I don't really like to give away my expectation so men don't replicate it, but I'll just say being reasonable, every other week, a dinner date, frequent vacations.
The concept of princess treatment is dumb. It's just a phrase these women use to try and shame men into endlessly spoiling them, even though these women are already so spoiled that anything a man does will never actually be good enough for them.
Princess treatment.
princess treatment.
Yeah, I'm not too hard to deal with.
You said that you shouldn't date outside of your
price range.
Did you say what that is to you?
The activities that I like to do probably cost like anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month for a man to upkeep.
So,
what are you hang gliding off
no,
of
like
tower?
the
What are you doing?
that I do as a person. Yeah.
But is he taking you zip lining in Cairo? What's the 10,000 a month?
No, I'm just like activities that I like to do, and then like with my partner. So like I'm saying, like I like to travel a lot.
Oh.
I'd love to go out to eat. Maybe 5 is a bit much. Let's say maybe like 3.
Well, hold on. You said 5 to 10.
Yeah.
So 5 was on the low end.
Yeah, because like what if we have a birthday or it's
a birthday?
That's why. I mean, that's at least $6,000, right?
There's something strange about these women's obsession with traveling, and the funny part is how the biggest reason why they want to travel is because it's expensive and because of their lifelong quest to get the perfect viral exotic selfie.
So a couple of weeks ago, I was texting a woman, and she told me she was living with her parents, which is, there's no shame in that. She said she's unemployed in between things, living with her parents. Same, like 2 sentences. She asked where I lived. I told her I rent a house. Verbatim, she said, "Ooh, men who don't own property are a red flag." Live from her parents' basement, she said this. I'm like, is it, like, don't you have a curfew? Like, what? At least I don't have to worry about waking up my parents if I bring somebody home. Like, what? I'm so sorry. Like, champagne taste on a beer budget, right? Again, no shame, but like...
The fact that this guy commands a big enough salary to be able to rent an entire house shows that he's actually doing fairly well in the income department, but modern women don't care about that. They just see the man's property as their property a lot of the time.
All I want to know is, where are the blue-collar men when they're not at work? Because they're rarely at the bar, they're not on Hinge, like, I can't find them anywhere. Sometimes at Buffalo Chip, but... that's about it.
They're either on their way to work and they've stopped at a convenience store, or they are just chilling at home, enjoying their peace. Also, maybe resting in bed because his entire body hurts.
Even if this woman did find a blue-collar worker who was interested in dating her, she would throw him out immediately because he doesn't fit the impossible image of what she actually thinks a blue-collar worker is. And that image is effectively Chad with a tool belt. That's about it.
Why don't men chase women anymore? Today, a guy gave a clear answer. A guy came today, he's 1.74 meters tall, has a bachelor's degree, earns around $150,000 a year, and has a house and car in Suzhou, although the house has a mortgage. He said, "Fiend, yeah, you're asking me why I don't chase women anymore. How should I do that? Let me tell you about my last 3 girlfriends."
Even when a guy is in the most ideal situation to find a woman in today's world, it doesn't actually matter. Too many modern women are dead set on destroying as many people as they can, and that does include their husbands and even their own children a lot of the time.
Back then, I really behaved like a bootlicker, always running after them. In the end, as they say, bootlickers end up with nothing. My first girlfriend was still in school at the time. I paid half of her tuition every year, even though I was working and 5 or 6 years older than her. After paying off my mortgage, I saved enough to pay part of her tuition and also bought gifts. After a year, she told me she didn't want to get married in the next 2 or 3 years and that I should look for someone else.
Imagine caring for someone so much that you take your money to try and help pay for their expenses, only for her to turn around after getting what she wants and just dumping you. She didn't appreciate his help. She felt like she was owed his help.
I thought maybe because of the age difference I should give up. I spent so much effort, time, and money, and in the end I got nothing. My second girlfriend was already working. I thought I wouldn't have to support her, but it wasn't the case. During holidays, if the gift was small or the money transferred was low, she would be unhappy. I realized that making a girl happy requires expensive gifts, and that's how they measure a man's sincerity.
If a woman's affection is based purely on the price tags of the gifts that she gets, then she's not a potential romantic partner. She's more aligned with the world's oldest profession at that point.
So, I thought I didn't want to spend more money to make her happy, only to hear that we weren't compatible and end up wasting my efforts. The third girlfriend earned more than I did. I thought this time I wouldn't have to spend anything, but whenever we went out to eat, hang out, watch movies, or go to parks, I was always the one paying. She never spent a dime. I thought, you earn more than I do, yet I'm the one paying. She would spend 20,000 on a bag without hesitation. It's her money, earned by her, so I couldn't say anything.
You know the saying, her money is her money, and her man's money is also her money. Women like that will enter into your life, take you for everything they can, and then get angry with you the second you speak up. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.